Looking for the best gaming TV is the same as hunting for the best TV for movies or streaming. You need to find a TV with fantastic image quality, a budget that's right for you, and a size that fits into your living room. But there are also several specific gaming requirements you need to consider as well. Higher-end models, including many of the best OLED TVs, are usually excellent for gaming regardless of which one you choose. If you need to stay within a budget, you might find one in the best TVs under $1,000. But be careful, some of the cheaper models won't include the 120Hz screen or HDMI 2.1 connectivity that makes the most of the next-gen PS5 or Xbox Series X consoles. We have listed the best gaming TVs 2025 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. TCL 65Q651G, best value. The TCL Q6 QLED TV is a good value 4K TV if you're looking to maximize your screen size with a small budget. You get solid performance along with the intuitive Google TV software. While it's far from the best TVs in terms of picture quality, there are a number of saving graces that make it a smart mid-tier pick for the price-conscious customer. There's nothing particularly remarkable about the TCL Q6's design. It's a rather basic-looking TV with standard thickness and plain plastic bezels. Perhaps the best aspect of the design is that it's outfitted with 2 installation options for the included pair of feet. I initially stood the setup on the narrower slots, but after realizing I needed more room beneath the screen for a soundbar, I easily swapped the feet out to the wider setting. Of course, wall mounting is also an option with a 400mm x 300mm VESA mount. The ports are found on the rear of the TV facing out towards the right side. It supports 3 HDMI 2.0 ports, with no options for the newer HDMI 2.1 standard that gets you the most performance-wise out of your Blu-ray player and PS5/Xbox Series X gaming consoles. That said, the HDMI 3 port supports the EARC protocol, which simplifies soundbar connectivity. Considering the TV's mediocre 10W speakers, I'd say one of the best soundbars is a must. Luckily, the compatible TCL Q-Class soundbar starts at just $199 for the 3.1 channel setup. This TCL TV runs Google TV, one of our favorite smart TV platforms on the market. It has all the best streaming service apps available to download, including a good few of the best free streaming services. As you'd expect, it's particularly good for watching YouTube, and you could even try cutting the cord with YouTube TV as your cable replacement. It also pairs to your Google account to curate your profile and communicate with other Google Home devices you might own. Number 4. Hisense 75U7N. The Hisense U7N is a lower mid-range TV released in 2024 and replaces the Hisense U7K. It's part of Hisense's popular ULED lineup, sitting between the budget-friendly Hisense U6U6N and the mid-range Hisense U8U8N. The TV is loaded with modern features like local dimming, HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, 4K while 142Hz, VRR support, ATSC 3.0, and Dolby Vision. It promises higher peak brightness than its predecessor, and uses Hisense's new HiView Engine PRO chipset, which is meant to optimize the display to provide a better overall image. The TV uses the Google TV interface, which offers smart features like voice control, and it's loaded with apps. The TV has a built-in 40W 2.1 channel speaker system. We bought and tested the 65-inch model, but it's available in 4 sizes total: 55-inch, 65-inch, 75-inch, and 85-inch. The Hisense U7N is a very good TV for mixed usage. It looks great in a dark room thanks to its amazing contrast, with highlights that stand out in HDR content thanks to its excellent HDR brightness. On top of that, it has amazing SDR brightness and reflection handling, so it's also suitable for use in a bright room. The TV's fast response time means there's minimal blur behind fast motion, so it's great for watching sports, playing video games, or for use as a PC monitor. It's a great option to pair with current gaming consoles and PCs due to its modern gaming features. Unfortunately, the TV isn't well suited for use in a group setting due to its narrow viewing angle. The Hisense U7N is excellent for playing video games. It's a great choice to pair with gaming PCs and modern consoles thanks to its HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, up to 4K over 144Hz, and VRR support, although there's an issue that affects the TV's response time when it hovers around 100Hz when using VRR. Number 3. Sony Bravia 7 for PS5. The Sony Bravia 7 QLED is a premium TV released in 2024. Featuring a mini LED backlight, it sits below the Sony Bravia 8 OLED and the Sony Bravia 9 QLED and above the entry-level Sony Bravia 3. It's Sony's cheapest TV in 2024 to feature local dimming. Like all recent high-end Sony TVs, it offers a wide range of features, including an ATSC 3.0, next-gen TV tuner, hands-free voice control, and the latest in gaming features. It runs the Google TV 12 Smart interface, which has an easy-to-use premium interface and a ton of apps available to download. It's powered by Sony's XR image processor and the MediaTek Pentonic 1000 chipset, and it's available in 55, 65, 75, and 85-inch sizes. We bought and tested the 65-inch size. The Sony Bravia 7 is an impressive TV overall for most uses. It truly shines when watching movies or the latest shows in HDR in a completely dark room, thanks to its high contrast ratio and vibrant colors. Games look equally amazing, and it has a huge selection of gaming features. It's less well-suited to certain users when watching shows or sports in a well-lit room, as its narrow viewing angle means you really need to be sitting directly in front of the screen for the best image, and the anti-reflective coating doesn't reduce glare enough to use it in a really bright room. The Sony Bravia 7 is excellent for gaming. It has a great selection of gaming features, including VRR support to reduce tearing from PCs or the latest consoles. It also supports 4K over to 120Hz gaming, but only on 2 of its HDMI inputs, so it's not well suited for multiple consoles. There's a bit more blooming and dark scenes when you're in the low latency game mode, but it still delivers fantastic picture quality overall. The Sony Bravia 7 is an amazing TV for gaming in HDR. Number 2. LG OLED G4 Premium. With a superb picture, gaming capabilities, an operating system, and plenty of other forward-looking features, the LG G4 is an OLED TV that gets just about everything right. When you're discussing the best OLED TV you can buy, LG is always prominent in the conversation. And its new flagship model, the LG G4 OLED, is a prime example of why. It builds on the cutting advancements and top-level performance of last year's LG G3 OLED, while also managing to be even better looking, easier to use, and better suited for all watching environments. It's expensive, yes, with the 65-inch model priced around $3,000, but you'll see your investment in everything the G4 displays and does. In many ways, the G4 is not your typical OLED TV. Whereas most have pure glass screens measuring 1/4 inch or less, LG has amped up the G4's thickness, so it comes in at just over half an inch, and a silver band along the edges gives it an unusually elegant, sparkling look. Shockingly, none of this makes it look bloated or bulky, and it increases stability while decreasing potential safety issues frequently associated with OLED sets. But as it measures 56.7 x 32.5 inches and weighs 52.5 pounds, it's still a big set, and one you'll want help setting up. Although the power cable on the back of the G4 is center-mounted, the ports are all located closer to the TV's left side. 3 of these are particularly easily accessible. 1 USB port and 2 HDMI ports angle directly off the side so you can plug or unplug devices in seconds. Per LG's usual, all 4 HDMI ports use the newer and more powerful HDMI 2.1 standard that allows for features such as 4K video at 120Hz, variable refresh rate, VRR, auto low latency mode, ALLM, and quick media switching, QMS. Not all manufacturers max out their TVs with this technology. We're looking at you, Sony. So it's nice to see LG giving its customers an extra dose of future-proofing on its highest-end set. Number 1. Samsung S90D, best 2025 model. The Samsung S90D S90DD QD OLED is a high-end TV in Samsung's OLED lineup, and only sits below the flagship Samsung S95D OLED. The TV features Samsung's new Neo Quantum 4K AI Gen 2 processor, designed to improve performance and deliver better overall picture quality than its predecessor. It has the same features as its predecessor, the Samsung S90C, but it adds a new one called Auto AI Mode, which uses AI technology to automatically adjust the picture settings based on the genre of game it detects. The TV has 40W 2.1 channel speakers built in, uses the 2024 Tizen OS, and is available in 6 sizes: 42-inch, 48-inch, 55-inch, 65-inch, 77-inch, and 83-inch. The 42-inch, 48-inch, and 83-inch models use OLED panels. It's important to note that Samsung's 2024 OLED lineup is confusing. They're releasing S90Ds with both WOLED and QD OLED panels, and the type of panel you get varies by the TV's size and what region you're in. A QD OLED panel's performance and overall picture quality is typically better than a traditional WOLED panel, so this decision will surely lead to some disappointed customers. Our review is based on the QD OLED version of the TV. The Samsung S90 S90DD is a superb TV for any usage. Its incredibly wide viewing angle makes it a great option for watching sports or TV shows with a group. And it also has a nearly instantaneous response time for clear motion, which makes it fantastic for watching sports or playing video games. If you regularly watch movies in a dark room, the TV's remarkable contrast and excellent HDR brightness deliver an impactful HDR experience. The TV overcomes glare in a bright room, so it's also a good option for use during the day or with some lights on. The TV is also an exceptional option for gamers due to its advanced gaming features.